Good morning, everyone. All my 20 views. It's Carnivore Dolly, and today is Monday, November the 4th. I got on the scale this morning, and I was 162.0. Okay? It's been a hard go. Not really hard, because carnivore is very easy. And I think I might have been down a little bit before that. But yesterday I did cheat. And this morning I was 162.0. So, my cheating. My husband he's on this standard Western diet, like whatever the government says, like, you know, all your veggies, all your grains, like the standard diet. And, but he usually does most of the cooking around here, which I love because I'm not really a cook. But yesterday I asked him, I said, okay, what are you making for supper? And he said, you know, Chinese. I'm making Chinese, which I love Chinese. And, every time I did low carb, I loved going to the Chinese shop. I didn't eat a lot, but I ate, like, they always had a good choice of vegetables and meat. So I like that. So when he said he was making Chinese, I thought, okay, I can live with that. So I was downstairs sorting through my clothes and things, and he calls me. He's like, "Supper's ready." So I come up. I'm expecting chicken wings and ribs and whatever they're stir fries, things like that, beef and broccoli, whatever. But this time he did make a stir fry, and he made only ribs, and the ribs were soaked in honey garlic sauce. And what else did he make? Egg rolls and things like that. So he didn't have no wings, so I, of course, had about 6 or so ribs. And they're very, tiny ribs, so I was like, oh God, what else am I supposed to eat, I had a little bit of the stir fry, and I had one egg roll. So I took the top off the egg roll and the bottom, which is how I always eat them anyway. But I didn't have no sauce with that, so that was good. It wasn't too bad, but, it was a cheat. So I think I might have been 161. Well, 162.0 is like 161.9. I just found this little box on the table, a little candy box. It was under some things, so I didn't see it earlier. I don't think I had any of these this week. I didn't cheat, but I wanted to show you when I do say I have a little bit of candy. This is the size of the boxes I'm talking about. They're Halloween size candy. I think there's 10 to 12 Smarties in them. Okay. So I'm not getting my burst of energy yet. Still waiting on that. Still cheating here and there. I only drank once last week, and that was Friday. I had 5 beer. Of course, I've been telling everyone about this carnivore diet because the difference between carnivore and low carb is there are no cravings. Like I've been putting my hubby's junk food away because he's a big junk food eater, but these are sitting on my table today. Usually my table's full of junk. I've been very good at putting it in the living room for the hubby, getting it off the table and out of my sight, but these have been here yesterday and today, and I don't crave them. So on low carb, you get cravings. Like I would see my grandchildren eat candy or junk or ice cream. As soon as I would see that, I would want some too. And now I'm not feeling those cravings. So that's the carnivore way. That's the difference. Yeah, I can see things and not want them. what my one problem is I hate waste. So when hubby made all that food last night, that's why I ate it. I think I might have mentioned I don't really watch my videos, but I might have mentioned that I bought 2 packs of hot dogs a couple of weeks ago, and I started off eating one, and I wanted to have those hot dogs for when when hubby makes something that I don't eat, then I could have a few hot dogs. But those hot dogs, the 1 pack that I did open, were rotten. They'll go out in the garbage tomorrow. Um, and I still have another pack in the freezer, which I'm not going to touch because it's rotting meat. So I would like to return it. Um, I don't know. Hubby will do that often if he has different foods that he's bought at the store and have gone bad. I've never really returned things. I don't even like the idea of going back to that store. I don't have a receipt, but you got to figure when you buy hot dogs, like they're $3 a pack. And I feel like that store is just a ripoff. And of course, the government, that's people don't connect them with the government, but I do. Um, I mean, we are in a reset, so every everything is connected to the government. Something too, which I really noticed last year when I went down to Florida. I don't usually watch TV. It's not something I do. I sit in the living room or in the kitchen at night. Hubby watches TV and I don't really watch it. I did watch one show last week, which I might mention, like, it was a crazy kind of show because I realized, like, who the actors really were. But when we were down in the States, um, I would, like, your day's over about 7 o'clock, like the sun's going down and things like that. It was winter time, but still nice out, but you're outside all day, and come 7 o'clock, you can feel the air changing. So it's not quite as warm. Um, but so I would come in, and because you're in a room, I would watch TV. So, and they have this channel where they have all the old shows, MASH, whatever. Well, they had 2 hours of MASH, or I'm sorry, 1 hour of MASH, 2 episodes. And I thought, okay, well, I'll watch that. I used to love that show, and so I'll watch that. Every commercial up there is about either the medication you should take on this one particular channel anyway, like after the hour of MASH or hour and a half, whatever, I would go to bed. And then hubby would be allowed to have the TV. He watches everything on TV, like news and all kinds. He's not awake. Anyway, but I noticed every time there would be a commercial on, it's probably 5 minutes of commercials before the show starts, in the middle of the show, and right after the show. Then the next show comes on. So these half-hour sitcoms. And every commercial was for drugs you should take and the side effects, the list of side effects, like a great big list of them. Every medication that you should be taking is a commercial. And the other thing that they would advertise is a lawyer, to sue people for the commercial they just played, the drugs they just advertised, um, so it's big, big lawyers and big, big pharma. But the one thing I did notice um, during COVID, I thought, if they got to advertise for a drug, then, like they're advertising, it's a commercial that you've got a flu. So that's fine, but I noticed something else. Like they advertise things like Fruit Loops and cornflakes and all these grain foods. It's advertising, it's pushing for the government, like people don't connect all this, but I realized, like, holy Jesus, they ever push this stuff to keep you sick, and we just keep going and going. Well, okay, I wish the world good luck because I hope a lot of people find this carnivore because it's working wonders for me. I'm not, all skinny. I'm 162. I actually seen a girl do one of these videos, and I'll watch one of these videos called Zero Carb Life. I watch it in the morning. They do different people and talk about how their life's going and whatever. So I watch those. I'll watch one in the morning just to get me motivated, keep me motivated, whatever. But when the world gets wind of this, this is the proper human diet, and I really, really believe that. Tried to tell my brother, because you want to save the world. That's my thing. I want to save the world, and I don't know why I want to, like, whatever, leave people alone. But the other thing is, like, my son, my sister, like, nobody can really afford to just eat meat, like, or they think they can't. But the truth is, you if you're not eating meat, you're eating pop and macaroni. Most people eat meat for supper anyway. You eat meat and potatoes and veggies, and you got to bring your meat in, so you got it there anyway. Okay, good luck. Have a great day.